What's inside?
Okay, I'm filming now.
Good to know.
Alright, well I'm just letting you know because I'm a professional.
Okay, well,
there you go, there's the surprise.
We got a present from the people at VidCon. Look at this. Do you know
this is a present for you.
Do you know what that says? That says Big Brother. Are they cloth markers?
Yes, they are. They're for me.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Are they portissus? Does that mean for clothes?
I love you.
I don't know.
Portissus. I don't know what language that is, but
He's very excited by them.
so I'm assuming this is for feed, where the wild things roam.
Oh,
Hey, look at this. Look at this.
is that is that the state in America where they come from? I apologise, Natalie and Adrian.
Is that California? No, that's not California. Is that Nebraska? I think it's Nebraska. Is it Nebraska?
We are showing our ignorance now.
Is it Nebraska? We got the whole. They sent us a whole.
This is like a,
It's Montana.
There you go. Just look at the tag.
PJ is labelled.
don't they come from Montana? You,
Look at this. Isn't that cute?
I feel like you're being ignorant.
Do we?
Oh
You
look!
know what? You can colour in your Big Brother shirt.
Thank you, Natalie and
Thank you so
Adrian
much.
and Hank
And Rodney.
and Rodney and Travis, everyone who we love at VidCon. They're so sweet.
Oh, straight to work.
Off he goes.
Go on.
Oh,
good.
great one.
Very good. It's going to be a very green shirt. Maybe a bit of blue as well.
Okay.
Can I help?
Great idea.
I'll do the feet. Good morning, happy Monday. I am about to jump straight into work, which involves a lot of random stuff today. So I'm starting off by recording a voiceover for the doodle video, which will hopefully come out by the end of the week, maybe start of next week. And then I have a whole bunch of other stuff to do, which I'll get to after that. Anyways, I thought I'd start off with my own experiment of a doodle to show my current level of experience and understanding. Now, I'll be honest, there was a part of me that kind of looked down on doodling, or I guess thought it would be too easy or uninteresting as an activity compared to my normal drawing approach, which usually revolves around characters, scenes, actions, and interactions. All right, next on the list, I finished the stick fight animation in 1 hour thumbnail, and that is uploaded and ready to go. So in the meantime, I'm uploading a whole bunch, how many? Not 20 gigs of video files over to another computer to render in the background because it's a VR180 video, so it's going to take ages to render. I'm going to get this render happening, and I also have a 3D print happening. Now, those of you who have watched the vlog over the last few weeks will recall I was doing the chainmail prints, and I have 5 of these printed. But I ran out of filament, so I've been in touch with my friends at the 3D Printer Superstore who are going to help me figure out what to do about that, maybe help print some themselves, but I also wonder if we should try a different chain design. That's all a work in progress. But the print I'm doing now is with a different filament, and I'm gonna this is just a play, this is just for fun, but I'm printing a little sword to be constructed. Hang on, let me find the model. So this, in theory, is the model before it's put together, but I'm printing it in parts. So it's going to be pretty small, like there's my hand for scale, and obviously, you know, there's the blade or whatever, so it's probably going to be like 1.5 to 2 foot long. And I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it looks like fun, so I'm just giving it a go. And if it works, I'll print a bigger one! Yeah! And I'm about to render the VR180 office tour video, and I got the bright tip from you guys that it will render faster in Adobe Media Encoder, so fingers crossed it won't take another 50 hours to render another VR180 video. Alright, let's find out what the estimate is on this one, shall we? Oh, okay. It's about 17 hours. It'll probably take a little bit more, but hey, that's better than last time. Now it's time to record another video. So I've gone through a whole bunch of content today, just rendering that one now, and I'm tight on time. So I guess it's a bit of a give and take relationship, guys. So we do something like the Stanley Babushka thing last week, which took 4 days and way longer than I planned or expected. So today we're going to do something a little, shall we say, quicker. Definitely easier. PJ was just saying the camera on my phone looks really good, but I feel like it only looks good in the forward mode, because the selfie mode still feels washed out to me.
I think it's just because it's selfie camera.
I know. It's such a bummer. I don't know why phones like have great forward-facing cameras and
It
really
doesn't make
crappy
sense,
selfie
though.
cameras. It should be like the same because so many people
It should be
take
the same,
selfies.
if not opposite, because more people
Well,
use
I
the
know.
selfie camera.
Like the entirety of this channel is like 90% selfie cam, which is the worst quality camera on every phone. So enjoy this great quality forward-facing camera while I'm not holding it. So today's video is not going to take me long to do because I'm going to try and draw pictures while holding my breath. And there are probably a limited number of times I could do this before passing out. And I've learned the hard way from doing the blow pen video that restricting your breath and having a high amount of pressure inside your head and lungs is unhealthy and painful. Now I know I'm complaining about the camera thing on this phone, but the Note 9 has the pen which lets you stop and start recordings from the pen, which is cool because usually when I film like a snippet for the vlog, I have to like either stop and step away from the recording or film like 10 to 20 minutes of the video just to use like a 5-second clip. So hopefully this is going to save a lot of storage and a little bit of time and awkwardness. Ha! It worked! That's awesome. Alright, you ready? Whose idea was this? This is so stupid. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to your Alright, camera compromises aside, although the selfie cam of this thing is a bit washed out and not great, the pen thing is really cool. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up with a question today, which I'll take from Alex Kingston, who says, what did Project Hot Potato end up being? That's a very good question. In the last vlog, I unveiled or began Operation Vertigo, which I'm very excited about. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of work, and it'll end up being unveiled sometime next year. But those of you who have been around the vlog channel for a while know that I come up with mystery names for projects or operations that I can't reveal to you unless they happen or they're announced. Mainly because my time and attention has to go to these things, and sometimes it takes up my activities in a way that sort of has to be incorporated into the vlogs, and I need to explain in some way that I guess makes sense. So I do that by creating the mystery. Also because it's fun to build up a little bit of a buzz and be excited about something with you, even though I can't tell you what it is. They're usually things I'm really excited about. So for example, Project Baked Bean was Little B, our baby girl being born. So in answer to your question, Project Hot Potato, which I announced at the same time as Project Baked Bean, was something totally separate. And while I probably can't go into details because I don't know if it would ever turn into anything, essentially we were trying to create a show with a company that it didn't end up going through, maybe because my ideas weren't particularly doable or maybe a bit too grandiose, and they did sort of shift over time and it just sort of fizzled out. Maybe it'll be something that comes back at some point, but the reason I can't go into more detail obviously is that if it does come back at some point, then obviously I've sort of given things away or named people we're working with who we probably shouldn't talk about unless we end up working with them. So that was what Project Hot Potato was potentially going to be, and who knows, maybe again at some point in time. But I named it Project Hot Potato because the idea was, with the ideas that I was having and talking about with them, I would have to drop my channel for a period of time like a hot potato, but I would have pre-prepared content and it would have been this big surprise reveal thing. It's complicated. It would have made sense if it happened. It didn't happen. Don't know what would happen in the future, but at this point in time, it's just sort of on ice or tucked away. So anyways, hope that answers your question. Project Vertigo, I've been enjoying, Operation Vertigo. I can't remember the cool preface name thing. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it. I'm enjoying seeing your guesses. Some of you are onto something. Most of you aren't. I'll see you guys tomorrow.